Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces. This is your Wednesday weather update. Many of us waking up to a flood watch this morning. That flood watch is in effect through Thursday evening. We are going to see a round of storms each day that could produce some heavy rainfall. So the thinking is in the watch area we could see a good 2 to 4 inches of rainfall, maybe some isolated higher amounts, but we know the rain's going to continue likely on Friday and some scattered storms over the weekend as well. So we may see some of these counties and parishes eventually added to the flood watch, and it may get extended beyond Thursday evening. But the short-term concern would be some heavy rain, maybe flooding some roadways today. And the lakes and rivers will be on the rise here, so that is definitely something we will have to watch through the end of the week. Most of them are out of flood stage now, but we'll see how much this rainfall pushes those levels up. Could wind up with some lakes and rivers here in some minor flood stage by the time we reach the weekend. You can see what's on the way here. We do have a pretty stout complex of storms over here developing in central Texas this morning. The overall severe weather threat is going to be fairly low for us today, but we are going to see this rain pick up by the late morning and early afternoon, if not sooner here, just given that I am seeing some development just across deep east Texas here this morning. Rain should get here early enough. It will hold the temperatures down. Average high is up to about 91 degrees. I think we'll stay below that for the rest of the week here, topping out today in the 80s and even some areas in the 70s over in Texas, just depending on what time the rain gets here. So we'll get a little heat relief courtesy the rainfall the next few days here. This area of low pressure, it's over here in West Texas. Basically, it's going to move to the northeast slowly for the next 2 to 3 days. So we'll be on the business side of the low here, where it will churn up these repeated rounds of showers and thunderstorms. Should get a good round each day here. We're thinking today's round will be most widespread, picking up probably by 9 or 10 a.m. here in East Texas, and probably continuing through the evening hours and maybe even sunset here across Louisiana and Arkansas. Again, those storms pushing in from the southwest today. It's just a marginal risk of severe weather. Again, flooding is the main risk for us today, as is damaging winds with maybe a storm or two here. Marginal risk means we're not expecting any widespread severe weather, but there may be an isolated damaging wind gust or two. It doesn't look like we'll see much hail or any kind of tornado threat today. And let me give you a look. We'll just go through the next 2 days here on your Robbins Toyota Futurecast, but basically this pattern probably going to stick around Friday and Saturday as well. So generally the mornings, early mornings will be dry here, and then as the temperatures warm up, we'll see these rounds of storms make their way in. Today's round, again, pushing across East Texas by the late morning, early afternoon, and should be over to areas like Shreveport and Texarkana. I wouldn't be surprised if even areas like Shreveport saw some rain by the time the morning was over here, but most widespread we'll see the coverage of the rain this afternoon. So make sure you just grab the umbrella each day for the rest of the week. For tomorrow, a little corner of deep East Texas included in the severe weather outlook. We'll see if that expands. I think there's a pretty good chance we'll see that expanded into the rest of the region tomorrow if the temperatures can recover enough. And we do cool down just a bit and lose some of the ingredients or dynamics for severe weather here once we get into Friday and Saturday. So hoping that severe weather outlook will stay away from us. But again, next day or two can't rule out some damaging winds. So let me pick up Futurecast here. This is Thursday, so we've jumped ahead 24 hours, and you can see similar to what we're going to experience today. We get that late morning, afternoon push of storms here, and this will likely continue on Friday as well. So we'll show you those storms kind of loading up Friday morning as well. Probably will push across the region here Friday afternoon. So Weather Prediction Center, this is the map they put out every morning, still highlighting about 2 to 4 inches of rain. Honestly, that could be underdone. We know this time of the year the air's pretty heavy, can hold a lot of moisture, so those raindrops will be very efficient today in adding to the rainfall bucket here. So I think a lot of areas probably will wind up with over 4 inches of rain just through the weekend or the end of the week here. And the rain, it does taper a bit, but it doesn't completely end as we get into next week. I think by Sunday and Monday we'll start to get on the drier side of this system here, so you can't rule out maybe just some isolated storms, mainly in the late mornings, afternoons. So if you do have some outdoor plans over the weekend, just kind of aim for the mornings, as we'll likely see the scattered storms each afternoon, Saturday and Sunday. And that's a pattern that will continue next week, but as the rain dries up, temperatures go up as well. I think by the time we dry out next Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll wind up back in the low to mid 90s.